In this video, I'll be showcasing and explaining how to get every obtainable unit from Anime Reversal's Witch event. Alright guys, I meant to come out with this video a bit earlier, as one can see, because the next update just came out already. But anyways, better late than never. These units that you obtain right here from the event, from the Witch event over here, you get them all the way from the summon right here, and then you just get them like basically the same. It's just a different currency which you can obtain from over here, getting into the play and just getting into a game here. Anyways, you also need to go here to the shop here to buy items for each character. Some of them have special requirements, which are items you can't actually obtain in the shop, but inside the game itself. One of them being for, I believe it's this character here. Let me see if I can show. If I go over here, maybe it's not that one. I'll probably put an image up of the character I'm talking about, but they have a item in which you get from the game mode itself. It's like one of these like cards in the game mode to obtain it. The same goes for the secret unit, which I'll go over later in this video after showcasing these first 5 ones. Which is kind of similar to that concept of you needing to get it inside the game itself, into that play area. But anyways, let's get on with the showcase. Alright, I farmed a little bit. Let's start off with our first unit, right here. This is Emily, Absolute Zero. I guess their attack effect is kind of nice. Kind of a basic one though. Nice ice. Kind of it. Upgrading to higher levels, you get freezing swords. It's a line AoE, or actually no, it's a cone. I believe cone. That one's lovely. Nice attacking animation. Getting it to higher, we got at Homa. Okay. Goes back to a circle attack. Circle AoE. Damage looks fine in anything. They all have what is it? Flash. So they're all kind of similar across the board. Guess I'll just get them to max. Right there. I'm guessing the placement limit it's out of 3. Okay. That's not bad. As you can see, they have an ability as well, and I guess let me go over it. Right, for their passives. Glacial Pressure. Every attack applies 1 frostbite stack. Each stack makes enemies receive 10% more damage. At 3 stacks, the enemy is frozen for 1.5 seconds, and stacks reset. Okay, that's pretty simple and pretty good actually. If you could get like 2 stacks on the enemy, you could do 20% more damage to them. And I'm guessing it's for every unit, not just her. And then they got freezing. Attacks will cause this enemy, the enemy to be frozen. Spirit Affinity. Every 4th attack deals 50% more damage. Okay, that's basic but decent. Absolute Zero active skill. Freezes all enemies within 100 studs for 10 seconds. That's interesting because it's not all in range, nor is it all across the map. It's just 100 studs. So they could potentially be out of range from this. But still really good ability. And then Witch of Frost. Every time an enemy becomes frozen, Emily gains a 7% SPA for 5 seconds. Now, if this stacks, it could be really good, but if not, it's decent, that's for sure. It does help them to attack more frequently, which is great. Alright, let's, I guess, show off this ability. There we go. Absolute zero. Alright, that was pretty nice and unique. And it freezes the enemies for 10 seconds. Okay. On to our next one. This is Sister Maid Oni. Alright. First attack. It's a... what is that? It looks around 80%, but probably around... it's another cone AoE, just a lot bigger than what I'm used to. Rating it some more. This first attack looks nice. We get Cornea Blast, right? Okay, now it's just a simple circle AoE. That's a cool attack. I like the stones and whatnot. Getting to higher, we get El Fuera Hurricane. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. I like the attack look. Alright, and this is at MX. Damage is okay, I'd say. Alright, let's see these passives. Scarlet Execution. Rem deals 60% damage to debuffed enemies, slow, freeze, stuns, and 35% damage to enemies affected by any dot. Now I'm guessing that these can both be together. Like you could do 60% and the 30%, 35% if they have like both dot and are stunned. Devoted Strike. Sister Maid 1 gains 15% damage while there are 5 or more enemies inside her range. That's pretty good. I mean, that's decent, I'll say. It's not bad. Destructive Devotion. Every 50 kills, Rem gains 15% range, minus 20% SPA, 35% damage for 15 seconds. Does not stack. Now, I don't know if we could see it here, but that's okay. I mean, that's pretty good. The 35% damage, 20% SPA, more range. It's fine. Not really someone I'd really want, but yeah, it's interesting. On to our next one. We have Uraha Bloom. Probably butchered that. Did not mean to click on that. First attack. Looks fine. Alright, oh, didn't even get to read it. Probably just gonna put something back here, just in case. Just in case. Alright. First attack's pretty nice, but let's see what this next one is. Slime Spear. Okay. It's a line AoE. That's a pretty cool attack. A lot of these attacks are quite beautiful. Slimy Butterfly is the next one. Let's see what that looks like. It's back to a circle AoE. It's alright. It's fine. It's pretty cool. But it's okay. I like the second one better. Anyways, damage looks fine. Let's see what this is. Surgical Threads. Your Zeraha deals 25% damage to enemies above 70% HP. If the enemy is affected by any debuff, this bonus increases to 40%. Okay, that's fine. That's not anything too crazy. Killer Instinct. Upon hitting an enemy, poison it for 25% of her damage over 5 seconds. Hitting an poisoned enemy gives Yuzura Zuriha. I'm getting this so bad. 15% damage, 10% range, and minus 10% SPA for 5 seconds. Doesn't stack. That's fine. That's not anything crazy. I mean, these guns kind of work in tan if they're above 70%. So it could do a good amount of damage. Arborification. Each attack has a 25% chance to apply Fatal Bloom. If an enemy attacked with Fatal Bloom is defeated, all poison enemies on the map take damage equal to 20% of her damage. That's interesting. Huh. That's good? Each attack has a 25% chance to apply it. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's not, like, too crazy, but it's good. As long as you have enemies with the poison, of course. Because if not, it's gonna do nothing. Alright. We have now Zibamaru. Let's see their first attack. That's fine. It's not anything too crazy. Looks nice though. On to the next one, we have Nimpo Stone Storm. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like. Alright, it's kind of just an upgraded version of the other one. Looks nice though. Nimpo Fire Hurricane. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Kinda like the second attack a bit better, but the same bad. And it's a Kone AoE. The other two were both circle. Fine attacks. Looks like they got some crit as well, that's pretty good. Let's see what this says. Teo Mastery. Each attack Gabamaru attacks gives him 0.2% damage, 0.2% range, and minus 0.1 SPA. Upon reaching 15% damage, 15% range, and minus 7.5% SPA becomes 35. Becomes 35. So the damage becomes 35% damage, 25% range, and minus 15% SPA, and caps. I'm guessing he's done that attacks already, so his damage has gone up. Arborification. This unit cannot be stunned. Currently in the game, I don't believe we have really anything that really stuns. I can't even remember bosses that stun, but I mean, that could be good later on. That's probably really good later on. Killer Instinct. First attack on enemy deals plus 60% damage. Okay, that's pretty good for trying to instantly kill enemies. Poisoning. Enemies hit by unit are poisoned, taking 20% of the unit's damage over 5 seconds. That's pretty good. That's not anything too crazy. You can see that these two could kind of be paired because they both have damage with poison. Same with this one, these two. But anyways, that's not bad. Let's move on to our second to final one. Okay, it's a Kone AoE attacker. Let's see how they look. Okay, it's nice and simple, but still looks good. Nothing too crazy. Next upgrade, Cyclobe Smash. Okay, there we go. So a circle AoE. Nothing too crazy. Let's move on to the next one, Cyclope Hurricane. They kind of all have this like hurricane from Cyclope to, or what is it? Kind of have like going up. I don't know how to say it. Okay, that's pretty cool. I actually do like this one a lot more than some of the rest. But still only a circle AoE. It's not really that great. Okay, Lonely Gal. Sister Maid 2 gains minus 30% SPA while there are 5 or fewer enemies inside her range. That's not really that great at all. That means the more enemies you have in the range, the slower they attack. Okay. That's not something I'm really interested in. Every 200 Wind of Guidance. Every 250k damage dealt by Sister Maid Hornless. Sister Maid Hornless gains plus 25% range, minus 30% range for 15 seconds. Wait, that's for herself? Oh, so yeah, we have it right now. I can see the boost. It's 2.4 instead of its usual. Let me see. Will it go down? Guessing if they're always doing that damage, it will stay, but that's fine. It's actually a really good passive though. The minus 30%. It's pretty good. Crimson Suppression. Each attack has a 50% chance to apply slow for 3 seconds. That's fine, I guess. Not really needed, but it's fine. I mean, there are already a lot of other units that apply slow, especially Blackbeard, who does it guaranteed. But I mean, fine. I mean, it's okay. Definitely one of the lowest ones, I'd say. Not really the one I'm most interested in. Okay, we just have one more unit to go over, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back here again to showcase the last unit of the Winch event, which is Twilight Mirage, and also our only secret of the event. To get them, you have to talk to Twilight over here, and you know, Twilight, want any cool, darling, daring quests? Risky biz? Okay. So yeah, sure. Get into it. Reward. Oh wait, I think I kind of already did this. Let me see. Oh well, yeah. Alright, post me here. Basically, you need the Fox Mask and the Firecracker. Then you talk to the NPC as seen. You trade with a couple of gems and reroll crystals, then you're able to get the unit. With the unit, then you go over to the evolution area, which then you're able to evo them again for relatively cheap. Anyways, that's it for getting the unit. It's quite easy and quite simple. Alright, guess it's finally time to showcase one of the, I think the best unit of the event. The Witch event. You could tell their attack is absolutely beautiful, probably the best attack that we have in game right now. It's really lovely to look at. Anyways, let's upgrade them to higher level for their next attack. Twister Play, Trickster Play, that's so wrong, which is a full AoE. That's great. As you can tell, it's quite beautiful as well. Really good damage. But let's not talk about the damage because I do have, what is it called? Elite on them. Which is the best trait you could have. Anyways, getting them up to their next update. Toy Destruction. It goes back to being a small circle AoE. Still beautiful attack though, as one could tell. I think I gotta see it from like this viewpoint. Wait, is that like a image of them? I can't really tell. Anyways, beautiful attack. Let's go over their passives. Trickster's Mark. Every attack applies Trickster's Mark to an enemy. When a marked enemy is hit, there is a 2 to 10% chance to trigger additional damage based on the stack after triggering. Trickster's Mark explodes and disappears. Okay, that's pretty good actually. there's a 2 to 10% chance to trigger. I don't know how much damage this truly could do based on the attack. So I don't know if it's like a percent amount or just it does the same amount of damage but explodes it, but still seems pretty good. Blazing performance. All fire elements units gain 25% increased damage. That's good. Not really that great though, because there's not really that many flame units I would want to use half the time, but still good. Grand Finale. When this unit reaches max upgrade, all units on the map gain 20% crit rate, and 50% crit damage. Okay, it does apply for them as well. It's just because I maxed them, you weren't able to see it. 45%, and 150% crit. This is them without, any crit shrink crits, I believe. Or maybe I have one. I don't think so, but maybe. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's all their toolkit. Beautiful attacker. Really good. Yeah. Alright, that's it for this video, I guess. And peace till the next one. I know the next one's out right now. I'm grinding to get the new units for it, and I should have that video out pretty soon comparative to this one. But peace.